Hello, good morning. In this particular tutorial, we'll be trying to design a new one design. Trying to make a new one design. I want to do for October here, and that's independent the books for a church. So because of that, I want to look at getting something to signify that are celebrating Nigeria. Why these young people, that's the church, still has their identity. What we're trying to replicate. So that was too much for our time. Let's just get started. And one of my go to the first thing I used to do whenever I come to my pixel lab, right, is to change the file, the image size and the background. Usually I like to turn it to white so that every other space, this white space, most of these white spaces can see from here and here becomes black. So I can move into is it and not. So because of the process, I want to go to the background option. I'll want to use a square, so I'll start by saying 3000 pixel by 3000 pixel. Then go over to the color. Now I'll change it to solid color, that's the single one, and click on white. So I've gotten to the where I like staying. So I like to delete this new text here. Is deleted. Now for this design, I want to use two images to signify that we are dealing with Nigeria. So I'll come over to my object option and I will want to double tap on import twice so that one double tap on it so that it can allow me import twice. So let's check if I'm successful. So I already got two two images, or rather, yes, that I want element I want to install on this particular to use. And the first one is okay, so I see in there. So the main okay, let me start by importing this one because this is one of the main things I want to use. So let me import my own design. I want to use that for reference in terms of color and um an inspiration, but I think I've got an inspiration needed. So I'll just import either of these. So let me go with this one. So I've shown you a trick. If you want to import something, just double tap or mod or tap on that particular import 3 times and you get import 3 times. Alright. So now this one, I think I want to choose it. Now if I wanted to go with this design, I can just stretch it up. Right, something like this, and I'm getting something similar. Now by default, this was how the design came actually like this, but I had to do some editing and remove the trees. The original design I downloaded had the trees, but in the course of editing, I had to remove the trees with a online to actually. It's not much of a deal. So I think I would like this one to be here. I want to change this. So I want to do something like this instead. Then can get this over. Mhm. Okay, like this is the original one here. This, as you can see, there are images. This is the original one, but this one I now edited. So let me know if I can use the original one for something. There's something that is in my mind I want to try and know if I can do right now. So I want to let's see. Now okay, this unfortunately I'm having a bad background. If you notice, that's the fact that this thing is white and what we are working on is white. So, but if it doesn't tend to work out, I would find a way to look into it to change things. I can't do much here. So I think I'll just have to, remove this particular one. Unless I'm working with a green background, a green texture. So this is what I want to do first. Let's just keep this one here, this icon. Add text. Let's see. Happy new month. Want it to be in all caps. And yes, the new month. Remember, I'm trying to work on two things here. I'm trying to bring the fact that we are celebrating Nigeria and it's a new month, yeah. So I think I should go with this one. Yes, so this one I'm going with. Or should I go with this? Let's stick with this one, right? I think I'm gonna go with the other one anyway. So let's just keep it for here. Okay, here for now. I think the other one is going to be better. Sorry. So yeah. So here. And because this is October, I'm going to bring in October. And if it's pink, all caps, then I'll go to my font. I want to use a script font. If you remember, we did something about script here in font. So I want to use this particular one against. Let me see how to go. So I use it against regular. But for now, if I can see under script fonts. Okay, this one looks like. Nah, I don't like this. I don't like this either. It's good, but it's not doing what I wanted to do for me. Okay, this one is actually nice. I think I like this one. Let's check more. I think I should just go with my again. Let me just try this font here. These are fonts that I can actually look out for. But I think I'll just go ahead and use my against. So let me just type against once again. Okay, so I'm using against regular, and I want to make it bold. I want to click on it to be bold, and we have something like this here. Now my clients, people I'm designing for, allows me to use anything I want to do here. So I will just increase this happening month to, let's say, 17. Then center it in the middle. You should watch the tutorial on how to use PixelLab. This should not be a very big deal, right? And I want to write of Independence Day, Nigeria. I also want this to be in all caps, and I'll bring it down here. So it's in the center right now, and this is in the center too. I'm taking this up, right? Now let me show you another trick to move more than one object at the same time, just come over here, this option, select it, then click the option down here. Let me just go ahead. Just click on this one here and pick up the ones you want to work with. And let me say I want to make it up a little bit. And so let's put something like this in new. All right. Like I'm just working on this one to do this thing. The new beginning for all purpose. Let's rise and do greetings this month. Right, so for this I'm going to remember repetition here. So because of that we're using this one, the regular font now. I don't know, I'm liking this. Well, these two options, the general sound and becoming and flash display, becoming my favorite these days. So 0, I'm going to bring it down. Now if you're looking at this thing, you're thinking that, so why are you making it like this? Are you not sure it's going to be small? Now it's not going to be small. And I'm bringing it down to 16. You notice, remember this what I was in was in 17 rather. So I want to do the alignment to the center line. So I think that I'm basically done. I just need to import a few more things. So yes, the church has the logo and I think the logo has to be in these images. Yeah, so this is the logo. So there we go. Okay, so actually one of the things I used to do actually is I used to put a good line to know where my text can get to. I used to put a space by the left and the right. So for this one, let's work with 7. Okay, got 7 already. And for this, let's work, because this I use 7 here, I would like to use 93 here. Right, and this I'll take it down to either 8 on 9. Okay, let's work with 8. And for this, I'll bring it down to 5. That is stuff I use personally so that I don't get to write text below. I can delete this one that I seen me and delete them and down. So let me just increase. Now it's going to look a little bit blurry here, but we don't really mind because by the time we're going to be exporting, it will be okay, right? So I'm getting a new text. Make it fellowship national. So because okay, so I want to make this all caps. I'm coming over to fonts. Don't worry, I'll be teaching us how to add fonts. So I will use medium for all of them, and when it comes to national, I want to use semi-bold because we have just my church, Youth Fellowship has many we have youth fellowship across various levels like local church, the circuits, the diocese, and the rest. So, yes, and keeping somewhere close to it. So if the thing first now is starting is to add color to our design and we are good to go. So for this, I will just come over here and lock all of them so that I don't mistakenly see them. So for this guy over here, I think I want to tweak the color. Shadow is still good, but I will leave that. I think I want to make it a little bit black. Then, obviously, because we are still doing Nigeria's independence, there have to be a form of green, and I'll be using green as a form of dragging attention here and there. So I'm using two major color, green and black. So my main color, remember what about a mono color type? So I want to use green majorly. Now you might be expecting that I should use green on October. It's still a good option, but I just want to go out of the way and do something else entirely. So for this October, we use black instead of using green. It could be a green you want to use, but I'll just use black. Then I would add a, a green background, something like that. Let me take green to this month here. Alright, something like this. Then I want to do some dots here. Yeah, I know it's blocking it, so I just have to drag it a little bit downward here. And okay, just look at what I'm doing. Just observe. Alright. Okay, I can easily see. Change the color to white. Right. Then I would copy this same, copy it, bring it down here, but I'll click on the edit option. Do the edit option, try to I used to allow let there be space. One reason why I click the edit option is that change the radius so that it can blend to what we are doing. And so I'm done. I'll still bring it down a little bit. Like Happy Independence Nigeria. And I like organizing my stuffs to be either close to how it's meant to appear. This looks good. And I'm coming over to the Happy Independence. I'm going to the and test tab and I'm changing it to white. You see it here. So for this is a new beginning, let's write it. I will still want it to be black. So with this, so this church is really I would like to change it to black. Now I'm not using actually direct black, so if you want to just click here, so this is color. It is a full black. I think I'll see down that variation. Okay, sometimes I like using colors like zero C. I hope that color. Yes, I like using this at some point. But it's choice anyway. It's choice. So with this, I'm actually done with what I want to do. I still want to tweak this thing here. You notice some of our images are not aligned properly yet. So what to do is just to I want to make sure that these images are very well in the middle of what we are working on. I think this independence needs a little bit of shifting. Yes, I think it's better now. Now, when I started to talk about proximity, I want to bring this into bit down. And for the happy new month, take it up a little bit. So um I would want this thing to give space for the logo here to breathe. I want it to be space for this logo here to breathe. Do you get? So I will bring this one down now. I'll bring yes. I'll bring these guys here now down a little bit. All right. So to do that, I have to come over here to my layer tab. Right. I'm tapping those things and moving them down. Now I can do some things as well, do some things funny, such as rotating a little bit. Even this knob, I think I'll use 2, so I don't know it's tilted. Even traces, but let me just stick with 2. And we're almost good to go. So what we need to do right now is that this design is clean, but it's not so superb. One of the things is that the background is looking virtually empty. All right, the background is looking very empty. So to do that, you can either import something, or you can either import something to the background to make the background lively, or change the background. You just give it life. That's where texture comes in, right? But before then, I think I'm into the greedy right now, and I want to increase this auto bar. So it's going to be big. So I'm going to move down the app independence and the other stuff that comes with it. I'm going to bring it down. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So as you can see, we are a little bit getting to the point. I'm just trying to do a simple design first, right? So this is just 2 minutes into the whole thing. So how then do you now do this? Usually it run a whole lot of just go back. I'll just go over here. It's modified. I can as well import this Nigerian flag somewhere. And it's taking time. So let me just use the picture of it. Alright, so I'm just looking for background. Something I can add to the background. So the background will have some form of life in it. What can I add to the background? Alright, so let's just use this guy. This one here. Well, let's look to see if it's anything I can use. Alright, so this design is basically an impromptu design. You just realize that I have not done design of AppScript. So let's look at how it's going to work. Here's that guy. I'm actually working a second thought to which of these backgrounds I can actually use. Let's take this one. But we're still going to get after our guy here. We're still going to get that our guy. So what I'm doing is that there's a form of cloud around it here. And I'll try to know if I can make it blue look greener. So yeah, so it's a bit clean, bit of duration. So I'm giving the fixed guy body. So we just click on back, it's sent to the back right now. I see there's a whole lot of difference added to it right now. You can see that. One more thing, one more thing, one more thing. Let's add that our guy. Yes, let's add that fine guy to it. Click on import. Let me look for that guy. And if you saw already, if you look at it carefully, you will notice that there's an issue somewhere. Not necessarily an issue, but the black of Methodist Churches, Methodist Youth Fellowship National. There's how it's looking already. But let's just go and get our guy first. Remember, it's up here. Okay. So I think I want to slant it. Now I'm having an issue with my design tool here, and it doesn't allow me to edit. If I try to edit, it's going to go out. So what I will do is I'll just try and manage it like this here. And I want to remove this white background now. So I'll click on erase color, select it, it's going to remove automatically. It's here, that's removed it. Increase tolerance a little bit and give this guy a color, let's say green. Man, we're in the green mode here. Let's say this green. Now I want to pick this color. I want to be sure that this color I picked anyway. Yeah. This is the green I want to use. I'm sending it now to the back, but not that bucket back. It's like that bucket back. So somewhere like this. Then I'll click on it, go to test, no, not texture now, opacity, and I will reduce it. So there's form of something behind what we are working on, if you notice. So I leave it at 6. Then I want to change the color of this to this green here, that is darker. Then I'm going to change the color of this other one. So this other color that is darker, and national, the black is still good there. All right. And I think I can just save this up here. This is just a very simple design. I'm saving that. Let me save it as October. So that if there's any design, say the client said I should just change here, I can just do that. So quickly, let me just show you guys on that thing. Now, when I'm done with my designs, either with Canva, I don't just send it out. If you send it out like that, you'll be missing out. It's not going to be clear. It's not going to pop. Now, most times, I have to take it in. When I take it in, I have to take it into a software to make it shine better, to make it better. And one of the software I can use that easily Snapseed. There are others. There's Photo Room, there's Lightroom actually, and a whole lot of them, Vivid, and a lot of them. But just like using Snapseed, a little bit faster. So I'll just click on select my photo, which is this first one here. So let me just wait for these images over here to load. So mine is loaded. So if you are new, you can use any of these looks here to do what you want to do. So let me click on tools. Come on, the first thing I do is to create ambience. And the highlight has to talk about white. So and then the increase the shadow depending on what I'm seeing. You notice the dark flats in this place now has reduced, but if you reduce it now, I think this looks better. Then want you see that to make it like this or make it bluish, but we'll go with warm a little. Then I'll go to contrast, increase a little bit, increase a little bit. It starts, I just know what I'm doing, and then I'll increase saturation a little bit. But now, see how the design was looking. Now look at it now. See how it was before. Look at it now. Then before I just that another place I go is details. I don't do much of structure. If you increase structure, this thing I added rubber will come out. So I'll just leave it there or leave it even and I increase sharpening. And with that, I'm done. Now, I want to go back to the main design and reduce this guy, the texture added to it so that people don't really notice it that much. So, but before I do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this image. Yeah. But I would save this particular look so that I don't have to come back and start looking for it or doing this thing all over again. So I'll just lie down, click on this option here, give it a name, and it's saved. And yeah, but let me just export it too. I'm exporting it. Now you can replicate the same thing on Canva. So that's what we're going to, one of the things we'll do. I'll do the same design using Canva and see how it's going to look like. All right. I don't know why it's taking time. See. So that's it basically. I've shown the before and after, and that's just it. So that's it. So I'll just go back and reduce it to like I said I was going to do. See you guys later. So I just wanted to just show you guys what I did. So I mean I have selected that particular guy that technically that this is my alpha guy here. And initially it was on 6 or I reduced it to 3. Yeah, you might not be seeing it now because this my phone um the screen is not very okay, right? Is a the Mate is not a recent phone. So I have to just reduce to 3 because by the time you pick it to Snapseed and you edit it, it's going to come out. And I wouldn't want it to be so much for people to be seeing. That's not the main thing. Alright. So that is guys. So after this, I'm just going to go back to that my Snapseed and click on that particular look that we save. I'll send it to my guide and going to forward it out. So thank you guys. Happy new month and have a wonderful day.